6 o'clock, meeting is on order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Brzezinski, is this pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Absent. Rene Rodriguez.
Here.
Joseph Bowling.
Here.
Mayor Jesus Ruiz.
Here.
Sergio Cox is absent, and Gloria Rodriguez.
Here.
Mayor, we have one.
And both Mr. Cox and Mr. Pettis will be running meetings. All right, moving on to public comments.
We have 3 speakers, Mayor, starting with Luis Sigala.
Pásale, Mr. Sigala.
Quiero presentarle al regidor general de este documento y le pido también que por favor entre el récord lo que le pido por escrito al regidor general. Para el regidor general, yo quiero que me aclare o me dé su definición a la política de la regidora anterior que puso en este volumen. Yo quiero que me aclare o me dé su definición de sus palabras de representación responsable. Yo quiero que me aclare o me dé su definición de sus palabras de terminar la política ganada. Por favor, acepten este documento.
Mr. Sigala, yo no le entiendo lo que quiere decir. ¿Se puede aclarar un poquito más?
Yo quiero representarle al regidor general este documento y pido que entre en el récord lo que le pido.
Mr. Sigala, ¿se nos queda ella? No, lo que nos quiere entregar a nosotros se lo da ella.
Mr. Sigala, ¿puede aclarar poquito? Está hablando de mí. ¿Me puede aclarar poquito de qué es lo que quiere, de qué se trata todo eso?
Bueno, es que como que están siguiendo planes todavía de anterior, de la regidora anterior.
¿De cuál regidor? ¿Yo? ¿Cuál regidor?
Pues el regidor que estaba antes. Usted no era regidor.
No, he's referring to William Madrid.
No, regidor.
Oh, yo creo que está hablando de mí.
No.
No,
Okay. Gracias, Mr. Sigala.
Sí, gracias.
Yes.
Okay.
Sergio Jaime. Señor Jaime, tiene 3 minutos.
Y lo que quiero hacerles saber que por qué quieren darle un entrenamiento a la jueza que tenemos, cuando pues ya se supone que está calificada y por eso le dieron el empleo. ¿Por qué va a necesitar un entrenamiento que no viene trineada ya, que no sabe que es una juez? ¿Para qué tiene entrenamiento, señores? Quiere estar reclamando dinero. Yo sé que ya el señor mayor ya tiene sus votos para que se le paguen al derecho, pero fue su recomendada del señor mayor. Entonces, no tenemos por qué estar pagando cuando ustedes ya calificaron a una persona que era un juez, una licenciada. Se supone que ya sabía todo porque eso es lo que ustedes querían. Entonces, ahora resulta que estamos pagándole para que vaya a un entrenamiento. No es posible, señores. Además, también a la otra persona que está recibiendo dinero de $37,000 por una demanda, cuando no pudo sacarle dinero a la administración pasada, se aprovechó ahora de tener una posición para poder hacer la petición. Y hay unos regidores que querían pagar y estaban a favor de darle $65,000. ¿Qué les pasa, señores? Si no estamos sellando dinero, nos están endrogando, cuando ustedes dijeron que no iban a hacer lo mismo que la administración pasada. ¿Para qué quieren los recursos que tienen? Entonces, úsenlos, pero no nos endroguen, porque de eso no están haciendo nada absolutamente de provecho para la ciudadanía, señores. Nada, el trabajo lo están haciendo en vano de lo que están haciendo. ¿Para qué queremos otra delegación? Cuando no pueden con 2 delegaciones, tienen 27 policías, señores. ¿Qué van a hacer con 27 policías para 3 estaciones? ¿Hacer puros gastos? ¿Qué es lo que están haciendo nomás? Y la ciudadanía no se está viendo bien con ustedes tampoco, porque eso no es justo que ustedes estén haciendo ya lo que ustedes quieran. Pregúntenle a la ciudadanía qué son sus necesidades. No hagan decisiones por ustedes mismos. Se supone que los pusimos ahí a ayudarlos para que estén sentados ahí, pero no para que nos estén traicionando. Nos están dando una puñalada por la espalda, señores, ya después de que nos sentamos. Ay, no, nosotros no vamos a hacer igual que la administración. Y están haciendo un poquito peor ahorita. Ahora, señor, que le pagan una renta por andar en el carro $600, ¿por qué no le dan el carro que tienen ahí guardado para que lo use y no pagarle $600 por mes? ¿Eso se les hace justo a ustedes? ¿Y volver a tener la misma gente que estaban antes? Eso no es posible, señores. Hay soluciones, pero piensen con la cabeza cuando los pies. Gracias.
Lorenza Fraile. Mrs. Fraile, you have 3 minutes.
May I close I requested for us to have a podium so that we can speak. Can we have it for the next meeting, please?
We'll look into that, ma'am. Thank you for the recommendation.
Thank you. Because I believe that the podium is for the people. Good evening, my name is Lorenza Fraile, and I'm here this evening because I am very concerned about this council having the ability to manage a good economic growth for the city of Socorro. There are several areas of concern. The master plan, high cost of infrastructure of people required for an activity, increase in taxes, the habit of putting city in debt. The CO of 1999 and 2004 increased our taxes by 0.023547% per hundred, or you could say $47.29 for a home value of $60,000 per year. What about the one for the CO for 2008 that cost another increase of a value of $59.24 per year? And what about the COs for the 2010 and 2012 that created another tax increase, $54 and $45 a year? It seems to me that it's the same rhetoric. We're not going to be like the last council. We're going to be different. We're going to be different. But yet you indebted us not too long ago. There were new elections that were held on May 2013. We were promised an audit. No audit. Continued spending. Spending is being continued. Gentleman just was here, just told you, you continue spending even more. You indebt the city even more than the people before. No accountability, no transparency. What has happened with grants? We hired somebody to do grant writing. No more streets being done with grant money like previous, about 10 years ago, we were having streets being done with grants. No more. Well, I think it's time that we see street improvement and street repairs. But I doubt it, because the CO that you just indebted us with, you only gonna spend $2 million for streets. How sad that this council does not know about economic growth. All of you use the word infrastructure. Infrastructure is a very, very good word. The thing is you need to know what it really defines. It is in economic growth that infrastructure plays a key role. Please do your homework, because your actions speak louder than your words. You need to learn a little bit more and be more justifiable with your spending. Roads are not being fixed. Drainage for our water, in case it rains, is not being fixed. You proposed a 5-year plan. It's gonna be too late for some of these people in the houses. I can tell you this much, this council is turning out to be worse than the previous council. And I'm not the only one that's saying it. The gentleman before me mentioned, and then the other gentleman before them. If you think that these are the only
Mayor, your time is up.
let me tell you, there's more.
Thank you.
Mayor, Mr. Victor Perez arrived to the meeting at 6:10.
Thank you. All right, moving on to item number 5, presentation by Paul Garcia regarding HIV.
My name is Jorge Herrera. I come from International AIDS Program. I want to make a presentation for HIV AIDS. My co-worker, Mr. Evan Chandler, he wants to make that presentation. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you guys doing today? My name is Mr. Eddie Anchondo, and I'm from the International AIDS Department, and we're here to present something about HIV, and I'm going to read some stuff about HIV. We are a HIV infected and infectious speakers bureau that provides HIV primary prevention, AIDS education, and awareness for regional school districts, community organizations, and religious groups. And we have averaged more than 65,000 students since 2000. Our International AIDS Department is to improve the quality of life for people living with HIV regionally, nationally, and internationally, and to reduce the incidence of youth infections through education, outreach, and screening. And our HIV education program, in 2013, we were registered around 1,900 people diagnosed with HIV/AIDS in the area of El Paso. New York, California, Florida, and Texas are the states with the highest HIV and AIDS population. And in 2013, we had 16 people diagnosed with AIDS. In 2012, we had 12 people. In 2013, we had 80 people diagnosed with HIV. And in 2012, we had 102 people. And these are the cities with HIV. Houston with the largest amount of 1,114, and we are ranked 6th with 116 people. And CDC estimates that 1.2 million people in the United States are living with HIV and AIDS. Nearly 1 in 5 of those are not aware that they are infected. Approximately 50,000 people become newly affected each year. and persons between 14 to 25 years old have the highest risk of contracting HIV infections, and about 12,000 youths in 2010, or about 1,000 per month, were infected with HIV. And these are the diagnosed with infections among adolescents and young adult males by age group. And by male-to-male sexual contacts is 1,664 with ages from 13 to 19, and from 20 to 24 is 6,354. And diagnosed HIV infection among adolescents and young adult females. And heterosexual contacts is 485 with 13 to 19 years old, and 1,041 to 20 to 24 years old. HIV virus, okay? HIV is a virus called a human immune deficiency virus, causes AIDS. One important thing is that the yellow outer coating of the virus changes very rapidly or is mutating. This is why scientists have not been able to develop a vaccine against the disease. And this is our HIV virus on the picture. And define AIDS. AIDS is acquired, means that the disease is passed from one person to another. The immune system is a defense system which normally protects us from disease. Deficiency means the body defense system against disease is not working properly. And symptoms is a group of symptoms which, when they occur together, means a person has a particular disease or condition. I'm going to do my testimony right now because I know we don't have that much time. I'm HIV positive, and I've been HIV positive since 2010 in June. I was full-blown AIDS when I found out I was diagnosed. I ended up in the hospital for 2 weeks, and at that time I weighed 135 pounds. And now, this time I am undetectable. I weigh a little bit over 200 pounds. So HIV, the medication of HIV has helped me a lot to live my life. I could live a normal life, and it's not considered a death sentence anymore like before. HIV could be, people could live a normal life with HIV. Okay? And ways you can get HIV is by unprotected sex with an infected partner. Also sharing needles with an infected person like drug users. And almost eliminated as a risk factor for HIV transmissions are transmissions from infected mothers to fetus, and infections from blood through donating blood. And here in the United States, they do check twice for HIV. When the person donates blood or plasma, they do check it the first time, and before they donate the blood, they do another testing here to make sure that blood is not contaminated with HIV. And body fluid is how we could get HIV. First one is by blood. Second one, it could be by pre-semen. Third one is semen. Fourth one is vaginal fluids. And breast milk by mothers who are HIV positive could give it to the baby if they're HIV by breast milk. And ways you cannot get HIV. By sharing drinks or drinking by the same cup, shaking hands, hugging, kissing. And important information, the virus, HIV virus can live up to the couple of seconds and most outside the body. In syringes, it is longer because it contains blood. And HIV is an anaerobic virus and cannot stand oxygen and is sensitive to light or sunlight. If HIV, it will live up to 1 or 2 seconds out of the body, but it will die. So it's very low risk that somebody will catch HIV if somebody is HIV positive. And window period, okay? And we do explain this to people who are students in high schools or junior high, or people that we go to probation office or medical schools, is the window period is the time it takes a person to develop antibodies to the HIV virus. This usually takes 2 to 12 weeks, although some cases can take up to 6 months. And the window period meaning that if you have sex with somebody or protected sex with somebody who's HIV positive, it will last, like it says, 2 weeks or up to 3 to 6 months. And if you're negative, we require that the person to take an HIV test again every 3 months. Every 3 to 6 months. Incubation period is when a person has already HIV or found out they're HIV positive. Once the person is infected with the virus, he or she is infected for life and is said to be HIV positive. This incubation period can be anywhere from 2 to 15 years. And it also means that if a person is HIV positive, it might not know that they're HIV positive. And they could carry this virus within 2 to 15 years if without treatment. And it will become AIDS after that. And this is our virus and our CD4 count. And here is our HIV virus life cycle. We do have 3 inhibitors or 3 components that we call in the CD4. What the HIV does, if the person doesn't know he's HIV positive, the HIV will do copies or detect what the CD4 is, and the CD4 will not pick up the HIV. HIV will make more of our HIV if not treated. And our T cells, from 801 to 1500 is considered healthy or normal. Anything from 800 to 201 considered that you're HIV, and anything under 200 you're considered AIDS. And like myself, like I said, the testimony, I was diagnosed with 60 on T cell at that time, and right now my T cell is 650, and I'm undetectable. And AIDS symptoms, they do have symptoms. HIV does not have any symptoms. A person could be walking around not knowing that he's HIV, but when a person is considered AIDS, they do have symptoms. Here are the symptoms: rapid weight loss, persistent fever or chills, diarrhea, night sweats, swollen lymph or glands, fatigue, dry cough, thrush, oral or vaginal fungus infection, skin rash or general deterioration of health, meaning it could affect your heart, organs, or lungs. And here are pictures of the symptoms, like the glands under the armpit, resistant fever, and also fatigue. And we also have skin rashes, rapid weight loss, and diarrhea. And when I was diagnosed with AIDS, I did have the rapid weight loss. I lost 30 pounds within almost a month and a half, and I was having diarrhea at that time. And PCP is see if I can pronounce the word, pulmonary carni pneumonia, thrush is fungus, Kaposis sarcoma, that's skin cancer, CMV, viral infection that causes blindness, lymphoma is cancer of the lymph glands, wasting syndrome, extreme loss of weight, that is also considered like diarrhea with people with AIDS, dementia, a brain virus, tuberculosis, herpes virus, recurrent pneumonia, and cervical cancer for women. And the first picture is a picture showing that tuberculosis. Second picture is dementia, people who lose their memory, and the next picture is candidus, meaning the thrush, fungus, and Kaposis sarcoma, meaning skin cancer. Okay? And possible HIV medication side effects, some people do have diarrhea, loss of appetite, lipo, meaning the lymph glands or their stomach, rashes, nausea, deterioration of organs, depression, fatigue, weight loss, fungus, anxiety, and neuropathy. And some people will get lumps on their back, stomach, or discoloration on their face, depending on the medication. It's very rare that some of them will get that. I don't. I take my medication, and I do have very little side effects on it. And back in the 80s, the medication was called cocktails. Anybody who was HIV positive or AIDS would take up to 60 to 80 pills a day. In time, medication was more progressed, like the Atripla. It's a 1 pill that has the 3 pills in one. And we also have another pill that's a pill a day, Clara, and also less side effects. And the third is the Citrin. It's a 1 pill a day. Back in the 80s, people would die because of the medication they were taking because it was very toxic. But now, I take 3 a day, some people will take 1. And we have a Tivicay, a new HIV medication that was introduced last year, in 2013. So this one is very less side effects. It has less milligrams, 50 milligrams. And the HIV virus life cycle, if we take our medications, what the host cell, the CD4 cell, will detect the HIV and will weaken the HIV, and our CD4 cell will be safe again. It will not let the HIV go into the CD4 cell. The picture is showing that there is no HIV going in. And it will weaken the HIV that's in there in the CD4 cell, okay? And like I was saying about my testimony, I had 60, I knew I was full-blown AIDS, and now I'm detectable at my CD4 cell. It's 613, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Chair.
Thank you for the presentation.
Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. The motion. The motion to approve. Do a second? Second. All right, motion is second.
Motion made by Rene Rodriguez, seconded by Joseph Pauling, to approve the consent agenda. Victor Perez?
Aye.
Rene Rodriguez?
Aye.
Joseph Pauling?
Aye.
Sergio Cox is absent, and Gloria Rodriguez.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to ask council to move items 11 and 12 on the agenda.
Motion to move items 11 and 12.
This to be the next one on the agenda.
To be the next one on the agenda.
Second. All right, motion is second.
Motion made by Gloria Rodriguez, seconded by Victor Perez, to move items number 11 and 12 to be next on the agenda. Victor Perez?
Aye.
Rene Rodriguez?
Aye.
Joseph Pauling?
Aye.
Sergio Cox is absent, and Gloria Rodriguez.
Yes.
Okay, item number 11, public hearing of ordinance 257, amendment number 1, an ordinance establishing and adopting public and workplace smoking restrictions in the city of Socorro, Texas. It is 6:27. Public hearing is now open. Anybody would like to speak on the matter? All right, 6:27. Public hearing is now closed. Item 12, second reading and adoption of ordinance 257, amendment number 1, an ordinance establishing and adopting public and workplace smoking restrictions in the city of Socorro, Texas. Do you have a motion?
So moved.
For a second? Second. All right, the motion is various seconds. Mr. Paul.
Motion made by Victor Perez, seconded by Joseph Pauling, to approve item number 12. Victor Perez?
Aye.
Rene Rodriguez?
Aye.
Joseph Pauling?
Aye.
Sergio Cox is absent, and Gloria Rodriguez.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to ask for a recess 10 minutes.
Motion to have a recess.
Motion made by Gloria Rodriguez, seconded by Rene Rodriguez, to move into a recess, a 10-minute recess. Victor Perez?
Aye.
Rene Rodriguez?
Aye.
Joseph Pauling?
Aye.
Sergio Cox is absent, and Gloria Rodriguez.
Yes. The recess starts now.